everyone, it's Val Klein. You're watching another Supernatural review, and this is season 11, episode 14, The Vessel. If you're new here, I do a recap and review of every single episode of Supernatural, so let's get into it. This episode started, I thought it was this other episode that I guess is in, maybe it's in season 13, I don't know. There's like a few episodes about like Nazis and World War II. They always come every so often, like once every like 3 or 4 seasons in Supernatural, and it's kind of like, okay, like I guess, so we're doing it. So I confused it for that episode. Kind of forgot about this episode. It never crossed my mind it coming up. Like, I guess this is like a very episodic episode that I actually feel like you can watch out of the blue, and I feel like you could enjoy. But it just totally escaped my mind. That a lot of this season I just don't remember, so I just didn't remember this episode, and I actually felt like it was a good episode, but I also felt like it was pretty okay, and I just didn't put on the good list. I feel like it was something, if this was like maybe earlier in the season, I would have put on the good list, but I just feel like, you know, it's okay. There wasn't something too special about it, I guess, so it will stay where it will stay. I finally see Cass / Lucifer again, and I kind of will get more into that, but talking about what this is they're finding a hand of God or something like that, and it's like, how did you not see this sooner in like all your years at the bunker? Like, now you've been there for like 3-4 years, like come on. But they found this thing, and we haven't had time travel in a while, so maybe that was something, to have time travel. But it's like, where do you time travel? And so they made the idea of World War II, they like came up with it, it came all together. So anyway, yeah, it was kind of nice to have a time travel episode. We haven't had it before, but it's kind of something where like in a lot of shows, if you introduce time travel, then like time travel is such a thing, and so it's like, why didn't they time travel so that Dean never had the mark of Cain? Like, time travel opens a can of worms, and then like Supernatural could do so much with time travel, but then they don't, because like once you open that can of worms, like you can't go back. Like, now there's time travel, and so that's why it's like so hard. But Supernatural doesn't do that, which I kind of like. It's good that it's not a time travel show, but it's nice once in a while, I guess, to have time travel. So there's that, but it's like kind of like, can't you do so much more with time travel? Anyway, so Cass and Lucifer is in this episode, and we see Crowley, and I guess Crowley is like chained up. Like, we see Cass Lucifer, I'm just gonna call him Cass Lucifer, in heaven, but now we see him in hell, so he's kind of, I guess, doing both. I don't know, I'm kind of confused, because last time we saw him in heaven, but now he's in hell. But anyway, Crowley, he's like calling Crowley a dog, which I'm like kind of against like people being like locked in cages and stuff, and I feel like in the past when I watched it, I feel like maybe I found it as a funny thing, or like it kind of went over my head. Like, they obviously wrote it so it could be like a funny thing, but like, I don't know, as I got older and I'm just like seeing it now, like it kind of like irks me and like doesn't sit with me right, kind of thing. And like, I know I feel like the writers were trying to do something funny. Like, I feel like there was a way for him to be maybe chained up, but like the being locked in a cage and being called like a dog, like it just feels wrong in other ways too. Like, so it doesn't sit exactly right with me. I don't see Crowley for too long, and then Cass Lucifer goes and he helps Sam and Dean because he wants this object, not necessarily because he cares about him. And it's so funny, like him pretending to be Cass, but then I feel like Misha does such a good job at being like Cass Lucifer pretending to, Lucifer pretending to be Cass, because it's like, it's not exactly right, it's like little nuances. And I always praise like Nina Dobrev in the Vampire Diaries when she was acting as Catherine trying to be Elena, because it's like not fully Elena, but it like has like, it's something, but it's like she plays with the characters, like it's just really well done. Like, Misha did such a great job. Like, props to him, props to Nina Dobrev, but obviously we're talking about Supernatural here, so props to Misha Collins. But yeah, so like the story with the ship, like it was okay, it wasn't something special. It's like, I don't know, they were trying to make a big deal about it, where I don't know, like I don't want to say World War II wasn't a big deal, like I'm Jewish, clearly it was a big deal to me. Like, they were, I don't know, whatever, but in the end, like they find out that it's not really, Cass, like it's Lucifer, and so that's like this big reveal. And Dean kind of has a speech, like he has these like, Jensen does a great job with these like emotional lines, deep things. I don't know if it was needed, like was something where it was kind of weird. Like, again, like, he's like, these people just died. Like, it's supernatural. People always die. So I don't know. It was kind of like, do they really want a deep dramatic conversation? Did they see this episode as like a greater episode with like the whole reveal too? Like, I don't know. So anyway, I feel like it was a good episode. I do feel like you can watch this one out of the blue. I feel like it does have this thing where I think they thought it was going to be like very memorable, but this episode just is not memorable, and I probably will forget it too going down the path, which is why would it be on the good list if it's like not at all memorable? So anyway, good episode. Obviously not everything was great. I feel like it did have a lot of serialized tendencies, even though it was kind of episodic, but I feel like if you're just kind of watching it out of the blue, like, I think you would be confused with the cast Lucifer thing, but I feel like, you know, it wasn't like too confusing, and I feel like you could get into it. Anyway, I'm gonna end it here, so thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and bye.